So our next VOD is going to be Fire Road. Is this the right one? Yes, this one. This is going to be PTR 222 lock. It's top 500 PTR 3900 SR. So let's take a look. All right, so Fire Road is on Widow to start. This will be fun.
Hello.
Let's see what we get. 1.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
All right, so we are looking for options. I do like the positioning here to look for like people behind the shield and also playing across from your team. I do like this crossfire a lot, and I do like that you use your mine right away. But it's like, don't stay here for too long. Like if you really can't get a shot on people just because of the way the Ryan shield is positioned, I'd look to reposition. Because you don't want to be holding this for too long. Like it's not that valuable. Like I'd be looking to position even like deeper in towards that side. Nice shot. Oh, so unfortunate that you hear him like a little late. Like he's really quiet. You can kind of hear him to your back left, but just aren't like, it's very quiet. As soon as you're low HP and you're kind of getting punished by this like stupid RNG orb from the Moira, I'd be trying to figure out where your supports are, because you have like both kind of like your Ana has to have LOS of you, and I think she's in main, and your Moira is dead. So you need to figure out where your Ana is so you can go to her to get healed. So your flick there on the McCree was a little short, but that's okay. The next thing I'm gonna send is a Mercy frag video. Hell yes! Okay, we're gonna hook out, try and take a position. Where are we gonna go, and what are we gonna do? Oh, that was a sick sleep. Frame rate re. Oh, you got fucking rolled. You got fucking rolled. So one thing I noticed is you just kind of walk out and you're doing your own thing. Also, this frame rate, Papega, clap this frame rate. You kind of walk out and you're kind of just doing your own thing. I think Sombra's a good, oh, McCree. McCree's also a good switch here. But as Widow, like you have to be paying attention to where your team is pushing. When you're establishing the crossfire, you don't want to end up being the front line because your team hasn't pushed out yet or they're spawning. Nice kill on the McCree. Good awareness of this Ana. Nice shots. So I think you're like, you have, I know what you have. You have the mechanic, you have the mechanics down, but because your mechanics are good, you don't pay attention to what your team is doing at all. Like you're just kind of doing your own thing, running around, chasing your own 1v1s. Like I don't even know if you had awareness of what was going on with your Sigma's ult, or like what the opponent was doing in response to the Sigma ult. Like, it's not bad. That's not to say, like, I don't want to say that it's bad to be on flanks as McCree. It's not a bad thing, but you don't want to only be on flanks. Unfortunate, I think maybe you just didn't predict it, but when I see a Reinhardt, like, running up like this solo, I assume he's going for the shatter. Your team doesn't seem to realize this. And he gets bubbled to guarantee that he gets it off, which kind of sucks. There's not much you can do about that. Oh, your team does bubble it though, and your Ryan doesn't get shattered as well through his shield, so that's really good. We throw out the flash to kind of stop him. But as you're kind of still continuing to path by yourself to the left, you don't catch this McCree to your side. So I think the biggest thing is like the thing that's going to be sort of a repeating concept, I think, through this VOD and through your play, is you have to be aware of what is going on outside of the 1v1 that you're trying to force. Team is still fighting this. We have Sim Doom now. Let's go. We're going all over the place with this one. Going for the touch. You get it. You get onto the Ana there, and you get exploded. It's a good touch. The DPS solo player that Comp has created, they need to create space, get kills, and etc. I mean, there's just as a lot to do as a DPS, especially without role queue.
1-0.
Okay, so we're going into the second map now. We're back on the Widow. It's a really good map for Widow. Let's see what we choose to do. So you're gonna again try and take this top spot. Very common for Widows. You want to take the duel here. Miss the shot. Okay, time to run. After you miss that shot twice, don't go for any more. Unfortunately, you are walled off, so you have to go heal yourself. Feels bad. Nice shot. There we go. Wait, you're 80 HP. Why are you falling into their whole team? Like, you have to go back to your team now. Like, you have to wait up top till you have hook and hook out. Why would you? This is classic example of, like, if you hit the shot, great, you win and you live and it's sick. But if you don't, it's a guaranteed feed. Like, it's a guaranteed feed. You get staggered to next Tuesday for it. W and M1 all the way through. Like, just wait up top there and use your hook to get back to your team. Oh, the maze teabagging. Pepe hands, dude. So we're gonna place trap. This is a good angle for the Widow, but okay. It's a good angle, right? You miss your first shot. You immediately have to move because now she knows you're there and there's literally no other place you can go but forward or backwards. If you go backwards, you can't take the duel anymore. If you go forwards, you can continue taking the duel. So she's going to have her crosshair pre-positioned for you to walk into it here. So you cannot peek this. You cannot corner peek this. You will die. Every time. No matter what.
See you later.
There's a Mei in your spawn. Trying to kill a Sombra. I don't know if it's worth. I think that's a waste of hook. I don't think you need to hook there. Like, I don't think that gives you a particularly good angle. I don't think it gets you back to the fight in a matter that's faster in any meaningful way. I don't think you benefit from that at all. So I would trap that now if you're worried about the Widow, or you're worried about, sorry, the Mei. I would trap that, and then once again, the opposing Widow has heard your shots and has seen your shot lines going towards that Mei, so you can't peek this corner now.
Thank you.
Nice shot. That was beautiful. But then you jump off into the Reinhardt. Why? Just stay up there. Just stay up there. Nothing can contest you there. You're safe. So, I was right. The repeating problem here is that you are aggressive where you don't need to be, which is usually the opposite of what most people have when playing Overwatch. Usually they're not aggressive enough, but you are over aggressive to the point that you will just run into enemies and just suicide on top of them to try and go for kills. And You have the mechanics to back it up some of the time, but a lot of the time you just need to reposition yourself and set your, like, my point here is set yourself up for easy shots and don't constantly try and rely on, I know I can hit these really difficult flicks, so I'm trying to make sure that I hit difficult flicks 100% of the time. Instead, aim to hit easy shots 100% of the time and aim to hit your really hard to hit shots like 25% of the time. Nice shot. Because, like, the problem is you're winning the Widow 1v1 maybe 60% of the time, which is good, but as a result, you contribute absolutely nothing outside of the Widow 1v1. Just always 360 no scope? Dude, exactly. Good to see you, Zowie. How are you? Welcome. And I wouldn't camp here, right? The Widow's gonna expect you to be there every time. Nice shot, though. Woo! Like, I think it's good to go up there sometimes, but I wouldn't, like, consistently hold there, right? You can hold the bridge around point, you can hold bottom, you can hold the center, right? Here are your options for holding. I forgot that I have a tablet, so I can just draw. I don't have to talk the whole time. So option 1 is right above you. Option 2 is the bridge along point, and option 3 is the center part. Option 4 is the little gap by the stairway here. You have all these options to play on. You hit a really good shot, and that's awesome, but I wouldn't just camp spot 1 only. What SR is this? It's 3900, so top 500 PCR.
No one can hide from my shot.
So Widow has sight, so you don't want to camp this for too long, because she's going to be looking for that the minute she peeks. Oh, nice! You got her first, though. Good job. You have peek advantage, and she decided to peek the bus. I don't know if chat can see that. You see it? You see right here, you have peek advantage because she's really close to this bus. She should not have peeked that there, but you know. Huge shot, though. So now that you're not hooking into the enemy team for no reason, you're having a lot more impact. Yes, I like this position. Good shot on the Genji. Nice shot on the Rhine. We're gonna hook out. I would have actually left your trap up there for the Genji to come hit while you hook out. Nice, that guy dies. Good job baiting out the reflex. Your frame rate is all over the place. The Moira's coalescing you. Feels bad. But I think we win this one. Oh my god, he domed you. Oh, these peeping toms. Shame, indeed. He domed you. So I don't think your positioning was better there, but again, like, look at this right here. You can use this, all of this. Like, you don't have to play facing, like, hard facing the enemy team the whole time. All right, back on McCree. McCree Farah into Hanzo Mei. This is actually pretty interesting. So again, where are you? Where the fuck is the rest of your team? So you're on his top. Your Moira's to the right side. And you're just kind of wandering, trying to 1v1 this Mei because why? What value do you get from, like, walking towards this Mei that you don't get from being up top? Nice, we avoid the shatter. Good flash on him. We're applying pressure to people who are removed from the fight, but the Mei is in the fight, currently freezing our whole team. So if we'd been on her before, she might not have gotten that kill on our Zarya. Good attempt at a flash. Like you're hitting really good shots, but your target priority is all over the place because you're just playing your own game. Like, I'm not saying you have to sit on your Reinhardt's ass, or like in this case your Sigma's ass the whole game, or that you should be with your team the whole game. Obviously for Widowmaker that doesn't really make sense, but kind of what I said with the earlier Widowmaker VOD, you should be looking to move around and like switch up your angles so that people can't anticipate or pre-anticipate where you're going to be all the time. And two, you want to position yourself so that you can get peel. So that one, you can provide peel, which you did do, and so that you can receive peel, which you definitely didn't do, because there were at times where you just kind of like mindlessly walking towards the opponent or hooking or dropping down into the opponent team. So you always want to be aware of where your team is and what they're doing, and where the enemy team is and what they're doing. Don't just be concerned with, I can go 1v1 this one person and probably kill them because I can out mechanic them. Be concerned with, even if I out mechanic that person and win, does it provide more value than me contributing with my... What is that noise outside? Fucking birds. It's a bird. Fucking birds. So don't be too concerned. What was I even saying? Don't be too concerned with chasing down a 1v1 if that 1v1 doesn't provide more value than playing with your team. And like, yes, it's ladder, so teamwork isn't going to be perfect, but the biggest thing I see is that like, you kind of try to camp positions, and then when you're not camping a position, you're trying to chase a 1v1. Like, you're trying to chase frags. When you should be looking, DPS do provide utility to a team. You can provide shield pressure as McCree. You can hold and like pressure different sightlines as a Widowmaker by moving around and pathing differently. So you provide pressure and you provide value in more than just chasing a 1v1 kill and getting a kill. And you provide more value than just your mechanics. I know personally that you are a very sensible player and you do think about the game a lot and you are very motivated and like you really are grinding the game. So I think just like wind back from the aggression a little bit. I think you've got the mechanics in place, and I think you are able to duel people successfully, but now wind it back and focus on, okay, when is it time to duel and when is it not time to duel? I think that would be the next thing to sort of work on and practice. Anyways, thank you, Fire Road. I love you. Mwah. All these Moiras, but I still need healing. Dude, that's a mood and a half. That's a fucking mood.